And today, for the first time, and only on Fox, we're hearing from one of the men who helped a woman involved in what police say was an attempted carjacking. The whole thing was caught on surveillance camera right in the middle of the day in downtown Greenville. It happened in early April when Greenville police say 35-year-old Joshua Perini approached a woman in her car to ask her for directions and then tried to pull her from the driver's seat. He was arrested a short time later.
Chris Castro saw it unfold in front of him, and he, along with a FedEx driver, stepped in to help. Fox Carolina's Sarah Danick spoke with Chris today.
And she's live in our newsroom with more on this, Sarah. And interesting to hear this perspective from someone who rushed in to help.
Oh, yeah, and quite a perspective it is for sure. Now, both men involved were recently awarded by the Greenville Police Department for what they did, for their bravery and their quick response. But Chris says that he is no hero, and he would do the exact same thing if that happened again.
Chris Castro says April 5th was a normal day for him. The lawyer was on his way to the courthouse downtown, stopped at this light on North Main and East North Street in Greenville, when he noticed something unusual, a man walking on the street in the middle of the car lane.
He walks right up to the car window, and I can't remember if he tapped on the glass, but he stooped down and he's having a conversation with the driver. And I thought, my first reaction was, I guess he knows her. I see his hand come up and he puts his hand on the door handle. Next thing I know, he tries to snatch it open. And I see her arm come out, grab the armrest, try to pull it closed.
Chris explains how it all happened so fast.
And I'm just kind of saying to myself, this is downtown Greenville at 1 o'clock, people everywhere. Is this really happening? And then I see him grab her and start to pull her out of the car, but her seatbelt's on, so I can see the seatbelt flex and as he's trying to yank her out. And I just said to myself, this is not going to happen in front of me. So I put my car in park, and I jumped out.
And the entire incident was all caught on surveillance camera. You can see Chris and a FedEx driver who also stepped in to help, pulling the man away from the car.
I just walked up there as quickly as I could and just grabbed him by the arm. And he didn't know he couldn't see me. Just to stop him from trying to carjack this poor lady. And myself and Mark both, we kind of grabbed and we pushed him with a lot of force. We threw him back pretty hard.
Chris says he moved his car out of the way and called 911. Chris also serves in the National Guard. We asked if his military training played a part in his quick reaction.
I think probably the fact that I just didn't want to stand around and let it happen probably did come into play. I mean, you know, when you train for a deployment, you go through a lot of scenarios.
Chris tells us it was a team effort between him and FedEx driver Mark 70. And while he's never been in this type of situation before, he says he wouldn't hesitate to help again.
I think I did what hopefully any person would do in that situation. I just helped out a person in need, and I don't think I deserve a hero's label for that.
Now, Chris tells us he has not met the woman that he helped, but he would like to talk with her and see how she's doing. So if anybody knows her, reach out to us and we'll try to get them together. We also checked in with the Greenville Police Department. They tell us Joshua Perini is still in jail for the attempted carjacking and his case is still pending. Diana.
Sarah, thanks.